Hello everyone and welcome back to another streamed episode of Medieval Dynasties on Leadnap Gaming. It's spring, we made it through a whole year, and taxes are due. We've got a hunting quest, we need to go flirt with the ladies, make sure our tools are good, whole lot to get started this week, so we're just going to go ahead and dive in while we wait for some people to come in and join us on the stream to hang out. Looking good, not wearing any of all that winter garb. You know, Mrs. Lett's gonna get mad at me for saying that. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Yes. Cruising along. And that's it for the day. And we should go flirt with her too, but oh well. Alright, let's grab some sticks. You know, I should really just go look at my storage. So, this is a good idea. Give you guys an idea how I like to do this. This is how I've been starting my seasons lately. And I do it this way, just so that I make sure everything is, well, there. Alright. So... man, these are going to consume a lot. We can only make one. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, okay. Oh, need more sticks. That's what it's going to take. Let's see, we've got 3 axes. Not really how I want to start, but we'll start with 5 for each. Gonna roll from there. And this is just, again, we just want to make sure that everybody is producing. Yeah, see, we already still have axes from before. But if we drop 5 into each at the beginning of each season, for now, that should actually give us a pretty solid start, where we can go most of the season without really worrying too much. We hope. See a couple people joining into the stream here. Welcome. If you guys want, go ahead and jump in on chat. We've got to keep one of these knives for us, because we are going to do a lot of hunting today. There we go, that's 5. We gotta hunt a bear and another wizen. Now we got our bow and arrow though, I mean, almost feels like cheating. Almost. Died to a few too many wolves at this point to decide it's not. couple other things on the horizon for today, too. We need to make sure it's spring that we get our farms tended to as well, so we need to get rid of that stuff. Alright, let's dump this stuff back in here. How are we doing? Alright, yeah, see, we don't have any firewood, so that means they're going to be consuming fire logs, which we don't want. So let's knock out some firewood real quick here, and we'll check our settings, because the lumberjack hut should actually be producing some of that for us. Alright. 24 should be more than enough. Let's check. Yeah, we got some good stuff we can go sell. So we can't sell the wicker grate because I stole that. Alright, 25 fertilizer. Let's go count the fields. Let's figure out how much we're going to need. We got to pay our taxes too, but it'll be a good idea to know just how much. And the easy way to do that is to come up here. So we're 5 by 5, so we're 25 in the field. We got 25, so we don't need to get any extra. I do see we've got some skills here. This, we'll go ahead and grab handyman. Survival knowledge. Start picking up some stamina gain here too. Alright, so great news. We don't need to get any manure. We've got plenty of seeds for what we want to plant. And in fact, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's get everything planted now. Let's just get it out of the way. So we'll need this. We're going to plant 10 beetroot. And math is easy. And 15 cabbage. We'll get our manure here real quick. Fertilizer. Alright. So, right away, we will equip the bag, the hoe. I bet you we gotta make another hoe here today. I mean, you guys have seen, we're not even 10 minutes in to day one. We've knocked out what we need to do for our NPCs for this whole month. We're going to get our farms done here. And I'm just kind of doing it this way so that once I go out to go hunt my bear and the wizen, which I know right where I'm going to go to get those, from there, we'll be heading towards town, go pay our taxes, sell some stuff. And we don't have to worry if we got to spend the night away from town or something like that. Not a big deal. The town's on autopilot. And that's kind of my goal here, so. Now, we could actually make our field a little bigger, but we still don't have a good, reliable source for fertilizer yet. So until then, this 25 square field really is going to do the trick for us anyway. Plow? No reason, because in the summer I'm going to have to go buy more fertilizer again, and that's going to cost money. Oh, Dan Straight. What's up, brother? We're not sowing wild oats today. Cabbage and beetroot. Besides, little Ed might join us again. I don't need to be sowing any more oats. I got bills. Dan here is one of the newest members of Led's Legion, which is my Patreon. So, shout out and a big thanks to him for that support. Alright. Let's start with the beets. And what's nice is, since we took as much as we're going to plant, we can just kind of not pay a lot of attention. Which is good when you're me and streaming, because I tend to suck at that sometimes. Case in point. Alright, and cabbage. Now, even though I can't make potash yet, cabbage is still an incredible, it's a good food source. Oh, yep. Knew that bag was coming. And the hose. Gonna be a next season thing. But, forget what I was just saying. Oh, yes. So cabbage, it's 7 points for food. Sells pretty well, and you can grow it twice anyways, so it's a great product to get growing. And then, once we can make potash, it'll really boost the town stats. Admiral Griffiths, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hope you got my email about, it was Tram and Myers. It doesn't seem to be working anymore, making, me look bad. Which I guess CIG does pretty well for me. Alright, the field is planted. We're done farming for spring. Look at that. We're not even 15 minutes in. I'll take these sticks. Swing it here right quick. There we go, 25%. That should turn rotten here pretty quick. We will throw those in there. Oh, we are going to stock up on broadleaf plantain today, too. Please don't let me forget that. Since, some of us have wolf issues. We might improve the houses a little bit, too. That might happen. Alright, we don't need fur boots. We don't need fur hood. The boots with the fur. Overachiever. I'm not sure that it's over... Did I put that in the wrong house? I don't think it's overachieving. That's not overachieving. Yes. Absolutely in the wrong house. No, we are not talking about kimchi. I've got horror stories. Anyone who was stationed in Korea has horror stories about kimchi. Oh, the smell of that stuff just sent me right back. No offense to anyone who loves kimchi. More power to you. Alright, let's... That was rotten berries, by the way. Rotten berries. Dump our sticks. Yeah, we're producing a lot of logs. Not firewood. Alright. Oh, actually, we'll need those. So, ladles. We'll go sell those. And you know what? We are going to carry our water skin. Because things could go sideways. Thanks, Griffiths. Sorry you won't be with us all night, I guess, but glad that you stopped in to say hi, and catch you next time. You're gonna miss out on some hunting and potentially me dying to a wolf again, because I'm pretty good at that. Alright, we've got some food, we've got some coins, we've got some ladles to sell, source of water, our bow is equipped. The bulk of our arrows are also equipped. You know, we might pick up a quest or two along the way here, too. Alright. Try real quick. Nope. Let's see if it's not a bad idea to hedge your bets, you know? I just really feel like we're not going in the right direction now. By the way, this is kind of what the weather did here, where I live today. It didn't rain this hard. This gray, overcast, misty stuff, I loved it. We've got a lot of leather, so any leather we happen to get we'll probably sell. Thinking out loud here, but we also do want to gather some sticks and mushrooms along the way. I don't anticipate being back tonight to the house. It's too early to hunt the deer, though. Well, hello Jeffrey Bloomer, and glad I could make work that much better for you. Unfortunately, you know, we've only got the 6 seasons. There's 6 episodes. But in time, I hope to save a whole lot of people at work. And Dan's going to confuse everybody talking about the Presidio. It's an airfield. Ooh, broadleaf plantain. No, there's more of it. That's right, we're not going to forget that. This is like the hardest season to find this stuff too. The ground is so green. You know, there was a time when you could sell sticks, but I would harvest all of these on my way to go pay my taxes. Not anymore. Alright, where is that guy? My least favorite individual. Reynolds there? Yeah. Probably the King's Messengers. We're not doing that. We're nowhere near ready for that. Those skeleton's all the way over here. Oh man, dude took out a healthy chunk of money from me. This is why I sell everything to him, by the way, to make up for that. Yes. Give me 34 of my coins back. Ungrateful tax collector. It's alright, we'll sell a lot of stuff to him. My goal is always to drain him every season if I can. Let's go find a bear and some license. So the bear I like to hunt is the one located here, and that is because it's much easier to get above him. There's a couple other places that you can hunt bear, but anywhere that he has to run up the hill to get to you gives you more time to spears and arrows. We need to look for that stream. Sticks. That's enough for our fire. Knowing my luck, there'll be wolves all over the place. There usually aren't. Alrighty. Told you I ain't messing around. I am stocking up. Ready for those pesky wolves. I built up here before. This is an awesome spot. By the way, if you're just coming into Medieval Dynasties, this spot right here is an awesome spot to build. You got some oak, got a lot of the spruce. It's up on this kind of flat plateau right here. You're right above town. Super convenient. Had a great town there once. But, patch kind of wiped it out. So this is not the ideal time to remember that you were gonna go, oh, made me jump a touch. I meant to check this real fast too. Woodshed. Yeah, she should be knocking out some. That's money right there. We've got a lot of logs. That's better. Alright. So, straight ahead to the junction. They added a lot of trees up here, so this looks so different from how I remember it. We're gonna go find the cave, since that's where the bears are. Now the bear will be located around the cave. Or in it. Hopefully around it. We're not going to find it. There he is. Right there. Well, that was convenient. Well, maybe I have to do my healer bear. I don't want to hurt you. Yes. Now, I I have yet to see more than one bear. Just as I say it, I have yet to see more than one bear at a time, and lo and behold. Okay. Well, that complicates things. Of course, he's going to go up that hill, too. Oh, thank God we got arrows, because... Alright, do not make the rookie mistake. Pay attention. We're going to hunt that other bear. We're going to do it. But first... If I wasn't streaming, I might not do this, but I've never seen two at the same time before, so I feel obligated. Come back. Oh, that hurt. Boom. 2 arrows. Solid. Alright, we just gotta go hunt a Wizen. This should be pretty easily. Oh. We are getting a little thirsty here, aren't we? So there's the cave. If you're watching this and you're trying to actually learn how to play Medieval Dynasties, this is the cave. And as you go in here, you'll see we need a pickaxe, but this is where you would get iron. Now, if the bears are not out front, they're in here. And in the past, like I had said, I've only ever seen one, which means I've foolishly gone into the cave thinking I was alone. And again, that's located kind of right here. The easy way to find it is you follow this river up, back to this little stream. It's right in between these 2 peaks. Which, we want to go to the stream that's right here anyway. Very quiet in chat tonight, guys. Alright. Now we're gonna go in here. Bag our last Visant. And then we're really on pace. We're way ahead of schedule here. Probably spend the night. Well, this is what I don't like about the rain. I think it's afternoon. Oh, it's beautiful up here. Also, for what it's worth, while we're here, we'll talk about it. You can put a house and a resource storage and a food storage. Not that you technically need those, I don't think, but you can make a little mini village right here so that when you get a mine, you can put a resource, an excavation shed. I mean, this is all rock. Like I said, this is a great area. And again, this is just right above this plateau. If you build on that plateau, you know, can conceivably walk up this far? Alright. Yeah, I think it's getting dusky. The thing is, down in here, there are some wolves. Swarm, welcome back. The bears technically respawn in the cave, if not right outside of it. And Mr. Sandman, you guys have been quiet this whole time. I didn't know you were here. Starting to get worried. Alright, so there's the pond down there. You know what? We're just gonna... This looks like a nice secluded spot. Should be nice and really windy through the night to keep us cold. And crafting... Now, we're going to do a little cooking here. Ooh, 20 is a lot. Let's do 10. And when we do that, I'm going to take a quick drink here. An amazing steak with chimichurri sauce and a marinade I made. A little salty though. Feeling a little dried out. And sleep. Boom. Day 2. Hunting and Wizen. I mean, look at this though. I mean, wow. Just wow. Part of the reason I'm doing this is they've got a screenshot competition going now. By the way, I'll just mention that. So Toplets is doing a screenshot competition. I guarantee these don't win it. But we are just going to sit here and admire this for a moment. Will I tell you all about it? But they'll publish the winners. So if you are playing Medieval Dynasties, start taking those screenshots. And it is a beautiful view. They added all of these trees here in front of us. There used to just be a ring around that pond, and then as you came up this slope, it was very barren, which looked cool. Getting his bourbon. Yes, a nice bourbon does sound amazing. I'm not going to lie, I've got a little bit of wine. It's a good old 14%. This is wolf territory, boys. You know what that means. Hopefully, Mr. Sandman and Swarm, you guys were tuned in for the bear killing. I had one moment of panic there. As you can see, our health is a little lower. Alrighty. It's a beautiful day, which hopefully it stays like this, because that gives us the "it's a beautiful day today, don't you think?" prompt that we could try using. Let's keep alert for wolves. Oh my gosh, look at all these deer. Yes. Buck Hunter, Medieval Dynasty Edition. You're not a deer. You know, foxes have really been screwing me up a lot. Yeah, whatever. I ain't worried about you. With the spears, for some reason, their hitbox this patch has been a little funky. Yes. Gotcha! Yes. Behold. Again, we gotta be close. Right now we're bordering where wolves are located. They're in front of us, kind of up where the compass is. Sorry you're busy, but yep, it's recorded. You'll be able to go back and watch. 2 arrow to bear, though. Feeling pretty good about that. Knowing my luck, we're going to get swarmed by wolves. Oh, could it be? The game is just like, we want you to get done with this quest. Go Rams. Oh yeah. This is where I'm gonna get swarmed. Just know it. Money. So I've built 2 villages up here. With the added trees, I might do it again. Look at this. I mean, you're telling me that you don't want to wake up and look at this every day. Alright. I know, I'm boring y'all with the views. But they are nice. It's a Hoggit thing. Which is a joke if you're in certain Reddit communities. Alright. Let's hunt this deer while the wolf hunts us. Yeah? Are you thirsty? Would you like a nice bourbon? Yes. It's just not even fair. Oh, man. I admit, it almost feels like cheating. And this is build at least 10 buildings. We're 9 of 10. Look at that. I know I just totally changed sentence. Yeah, clean my deer for me. Mid-sentence there. The hit points on our animals are slightly lowered. They're at 8 of 10, I think. 7 of 10, maybe. Where 10's normally what they are. And I do that because the spears got so heavily nerfed. And as we can see, the unfortunate truth is once you have a bow and arrow, it doesn't quite feel like it. Alright, we refilled our water skin. Let's pop some food in. Nope, I don't want to fill my water skin. I want to drink the water. Alex, hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's go sell some stuff. You know what? Maybe we won't sell anything. This is where I've previously built on this plane. I've had a great game up here. Great farm field potential. Beautiful views. I could do real estate for medieval dynasties. Alright. The only bummer part here is our town is over here. See, and this is a great spot too, because you're right there. Every time you need to go sell stuff, you just run in here. And there's always a lot of NPCs too to recruit to your village. Most of my village, I think, came from this one. Alright, and we will grab sticks along the way, as well as mushrooms, because Yeah, those were pretty small. It's a weird balance thing, right? No, I don't want the berries. I want the mushroom. The berries are unripe, which would be good for fertilizer, but we'll have plenty of time to harvest berries. Alrighty. There should be a bunch of boars around here. The bummer part, of course, is, you gotta go this whole distance back to the village. Yeah, the steaks apparently don't give you a whole lot of nutrition, which is weird because I imagine for most of the Dark Ages, seeing as meat was not a daily thing you ate, that amount of protein was pretty rare. I would think steak would give you quite a bit. But it's a balance thing, right? I always love, though, when you eat 200 berries, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. You get full, like, for the whole day. It's awesome. You know what we'll do while we're down here? 1, we'll take a bath, and 2, we'll grab some reed. Man, we're going to return to our house with all kinds of great stuff. I mean, my winter playthrough was kind of rough. Almost how not to do it, and this one is going silky smooth. I mean, we're halfway into spring, and we're grabbing excess. Now, if we end up going overweight, we can always eat more of the steaks since they're tiny. But reed, surprisingly, is not very heavy, which makes me wonder if the people at Toplets have ever actually carried the amount of, reed or hay that you would thatch a roof with, because it ain't light. All we're doing is we're getting some maintenance straw, and if we need to build something else. We need to build one more building. And we'll look at that quest again once we kind of get up the hill. Because in truth, our biggest goal here, 81, let's make it an even 100. Our main goal is to marry our lady friend. Get her with child. Which, if we can do that, we will need to hire another lumberjack. Which means we will need another house. And I think we can build the mid-size house now. For us. That'll be fun. And we should have more than enough logs at this point, too. It's also probably a good time to start upgrading the houses in the village, keep them happier. So yes, we got a long way to go. And the thing too, yeah, so you see the boars up there? You gotta be careful with a bow because you use your stamina to draw. So if we're exhausted, we can't actually draw the bow. It would be my luck that I've killed a bear, some wyzant, and then like a fox will kill me. And nobody dies to foxes. But I will. Just wait. Those are money sticks right there. Or house sticks. Ooh, that would be the bad part about building a house. Since we're being nostalgic, my second ever Medieval Dynasties was right down there, on this side of the river, and that's the only other time I have lived on this side of the river. It's like 10 games ago. Make sure we're on the right path here. I really wish I could put an arrow on here for my village. Alright, and now the great unloading. 14 furs, 28 leathers, 5-6 stone, some straw. Let's see, we got 83 logs. Not enough planks for a roof yet. Good number of sticks, plenty of straw. Alrighty. The blacksmith hut either, which is always a good. Let us see, and beets are good too for nutrition. We got a lot of meat in here, which is a good sign. We'll actually download this meat. Just gonna carry 10 of those. All right. Let's evaluate some construction options. Also, the trees have not grown back yet. All right. Technology. We are 6 points away from building the simple house. Of course we are. And we're not as close to the smithy, but that's another building we'll want to build. Alright, so let us... Oh man, I don't have the money, I bet you. Yeah, to build. So this is what's frustrating. This simple stick fence, if I were to go build some of these, I could get the remaining 6 points to build the simple house, but we don't have 100 coins. So, and once we're done with the simple house, we'll be able to build the blacksmith. And let's go look quickly now at the journal, right, the resourcefulness. If I do this by building one more building, I'll be able to build 22 buildings. So you can see, right, we went through a phase initially where it was like, we can't build stuff because we can only have 4 houses, we can only have 6 houses, or buildings, not houses. And you're trying to like, well, what do I build? Do I do this? Do I do that? It matters. Look at this. You hit 10 buildings and nothing. Now, you do have to be careful. We haven't built any taxes yet. And this is a thing, too. I could go really build up this community. And the quest that follows this, I'm relatively certain, if I remember right, is going to tell me to get 10 people in my village. If you get 10 people... yeah, hi RZ, welcome back. The key is I'm actually not trying... I'm trying to keep it small. I'm looking really just for 2 households here. Trying to marry this one. And I'll have them, and then we'll have one more house, because once she's ready to have a kiddo, I want my critical establishments to have men in them, so that child rearing doesn't kick them out. And yes, we need to get the hunting up, but I'm not too worried. We're not near water, so, well, fishable water. And we don't have enough people to make the hunting lodge too worth it, so... Alright, let us get enough money to build that fence. So, to do that, we will take 80 of these. And we're going to build 80 wooden ladles. So, I'm going to ask RZ, because he's down here in the comments, and I'm curious, so, you know, he's got his, 2 hunting lodges with 2 hunters each. I'm just curious, how big a village does that support, numbers-wise? Because I'll be honest, I've had a settlement with about 20-some people in it, and a single hunting lodge 2 with 2 hunters produced way more than enough meat. Well, hopefully we'll get an answer from RZ at some point here. Alright. We're just halfway. Well, more than halfway, but still. Let's see. Well, again, I'm just gonna shameless plug here. Mention the 10,000. Oh, here we go. RZ replied, so we'll cover that instead. So he says at least 10 as the chapter quest is asking. Hunting Lodge 1 to help level the tech until Hunting Lodge 2, which should accommodate one hunter. Right, but I guess, so my question, reading your reply, was, like, from a sustainability standpoint, what I'm saying is a single Hunting Lodge 2 with 2 hunters produced way more meat than my 20-some person village could consume. I was overproducing at that point, so I guess I was just kind of curious what your rationale was for having so many. Bam! There's the smithy unlocked. So now we could actually build the smithy, but we can't build it just yet. Oh, we could, though. We could totally build it. Alright, let's go store these spoons. And the question will be, where do we put it? That's money in the bank. Alright. So I really like that location. Except if I make that a big house someday. Little medieval village planning here. try to slot it in right here. Alright. Let's do this. Or are you just suggesting, RZ? I'm just curious. To do 2 hunting lodge 2s with 2 hunters each just to build up the points. I might be misreading what you are trying to tell me. Distinct possibility. Which, in itself, I would agree, be a good idea. Alright, so, first things first. Personal tip. Okay, yeah, see, and he just confirmed what I was saying, so I misunderstood what he was trying to tell me. Anyways, pro tip. Save the game before you build. That way, if you don't like where it is, you just reload. Alright, crafting. Smithy. I don't... Oh, it is going to fit right here. Yes. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, man. Hogs Hill's really coming together. I mean, these buildings will all kind of get rearranged someday at some point, but... Alrighty. Let's build ourselves a hammer, because we're going to need some of those. We're not going to need 6. Well, let's take 14 just in case. Why not? We're close to overburdened. That's okay, though. Alright, we got our hammer. Yeah, see, we're going to burn through those planks here in a minute. Now, here's the thing, because a piece of this is not going to make sense to a lot of people. They're going to be kind of like, why would you do it this way? We're not anywhere near harvesting iron yet, so why pay the increased tax for the smithy versus the crafting hut? And the reason is this. Building this smithy is going to give me the points to build the house, because we're so close to it. I mean, we did not need 22 logs, but just to give you guys an idea, we are less than a point away now from the simple house. Like, that's kind of why I'm doing it. I don't mind the extra tax. See, there it is. But other people do. And we're going to tear down the crafting shed anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference. And it just looks better. It's the little things. Alright. Let's take our stolen planks first. I know we're probably going to use them all. Let's get rid of these stolen ones, just because having duplicates in there bugs me. Yeah, we're going to have to go make planks. I should stop doing that. Oh well. It's not really a big deal. We don't need that right now either. That's me being faster than my keyboard is. Oh man, we are going to be 1 plank short. Just my luck. Get those back. And you know what? Let's just be smart about this. We're going to take 20 logs, which is going to make us really heavy. And so we're going to build a house. And we're going to build a house with a nice roof. And that's going to require planks. Alright, so well, we're heading this direction, and we're going to go craft up some stuff. As I was mentioning, we have our 10,000 subscriber giveaway going on, and every month I pick 5 names, and those 5 names, let's make sure we pick blanks here because that would suck. Those 5 names go into a drawing. When we hit 10,000 subs of those names, I'm going to draw the winner, and they're going to get a big prize package in Star Citizen. We're talking big ship, big money, which the Patreon money, the ad revenue, stuff like that, all goes to support providing that prize, as well as paying some of the expenses of running the channel, which is sadly not cheap. Now, the big milestone coming up is 7,500. We're over 7,000 subs, and when we hit 7,500, the Patreon subscribers are going to vote which ship in Star Citizen is the giveaway prize. So we'll know that here in a couple of weeks. Really exciting. If you want a voice in that, go ahead and go sign up on Patreon/Leadnap and get on board, and you'll get to pick with those members. Now, to win, all you have to do is be subscribed, comment on the videos, comment in these streams for your chance to enter. No purchase necessary, anything like that. So always want to make it clear that being a Patreon member does not improve your chances to win, because that violates Patreon's terms of service. It's not because I don't want to. But you guys do get to choose what the prize will be, which is pretty cool. So, alrighty, day 3, we're going to build a house. How cool is that? Hogs Hill got 2 new buildings. In fact, we're going to save that for daylight. Yes. Single plank. Technology, because I'm trying to remember. Yeah, see, I've got tavern. This is what we're going to do next. We are going to... So this is our goal for the remaining day. We're going to make 100 coins so that we can buy the potash. And that also means we need to make sure... Yeah, we need another 100 to get the wooden bowl, because we can't make them. Alright, so we're going to have to gather some sticks. And that's going to consume a lot of these resources, which would be nice. Speaking of those resources, let's eat some beets. Beets, bears, Battlestar Galactica. If you know what that's from. Got good taste. We'll probably sell some beets and cabbage here too, because we're going to harvest even more cabbage, so that's how we'll do it. Alright, to the house. This beet's sleeping up by our campfire. Day 3. Oh, you know what we did not do? Whoops. Let's get our flirt on. I want to tell you something. Neither of these things is good. So, we'll flirt next season. Just to add a little spice to life. Yo. Yeah. No, don't listen to her. Because, you know, this is tough. This is true. We'll go with this one because it's true. Yeah. I did. I killed 2 of them. You guys are my witness. I killed 2 bears. Should have gone with the other one. Haters gonna hate. Alright. We're going to equip the bow just in case. We need some water, which means we got to go up the hill into wolf country. You would think someone who has as much difficulty hunting wolves as I do, that I would not use a wolf-infested pond as my primary source of water. But here we are. Six. Yes, we want those. Yeah. All right. I'm less concerned about the mushrooms at this point. We're also going to need money for manure. That's part of the reason I'm collecting extra here. Yeah, see, 4 of 10, and we're not growing that fast at all. That's the plan. Okay. So now our next dilemma. Where do I put Led's new house? First things first, let's go ahead. Craftsman. Smithy. There you go. And now, let's head over to the smithy. All right, what we want you to make. Well, that's right. We gotta give them stuff too. God, what do we have? 15, 15, and 70. Alright, way different from what I just did. Okay, so we're gonna go 20 for each. 60. And for funsies. All right, and now you've been working this whole time without a hammer. Whole season wasted. I forgot that I have to give them hammers. That's why it pays to pay attention. All right. We will make 3 hammers, since we'll make more next week. Apparently she has a hammer in her hands. There. Excellent. Alright. Let's save ourselves a little money. Which, if you guys didn't know, right-click gives you the wheel for the hammer. It's where you repair, upgrade, downgrade, and destroy. Once you bang out all of that, and poof. And I have a hunch that's where our new house is going to go. Alrighty. download that though, because we're gonna go sell those. We're gonna make a quick trip to the store. Like Lodal in here, and we will take some meat. All right, to the store. Veronica, here we go. I would rather go raid Edagust, make him give me my tax money back, but that's really far away. Yeah, so my thing is at the beginning of each season I typically make 5 of every tool and throw it in. Because I want to build a house, or at least get one started, which we don't really need to do, but I got reasons. Because of that, I wanted to keep one of the hammers, and I wanted to keep logs. If I was really just trying to knock them out, I would be... Oh, duh. What am I doing? Can't be picking stuff up. We're going to the market. Yeah. Oh, son of a... There's your quota, boys. 1 wolf a week. And we're gonna skin him, and he's gonna overload us. Figures. Get rid of a crappy spear. Could have just left him. Come back to him, but oh well. Sell it all. Look at all these sticks. They call to me. Really, we might slowly build our house because I want a wood wallet. So when I built the level 2 house, I kind of built it the full way out. We will also look at who will potentially replace Support at some point. Alright, you, sir. I've got some beets. Cash money. While we're here, we're going to buy fertilizer too, but we're going to do that after we buy. I really want that too. Wooden bowl. Take my money. Potash. Take my money. You. Now, and we're only a little better off than we were. I only bought 15 because we're only going to have 15 cabbage to plant in the summer. There's no reason to go crazy. We'll get food rot eventually. Alright, he's older. Yeah, see, Nibor here's a really good farmer. What's the better deal? We'll start talking about it. It can't hurt. And we'll leave it at that. 61's close to the 70 we'll need. No reason to rush it. We're not even married yet, so it's not like I'm going to ask him to move in anytime soon. Alright, back to the hill. We're going to need these for crafting stuff up. Good news is we're not in a rush to get the house done, so... I honestly think we're probably going to run out of stones before we run out of sticks. Alright. Sticks can you actually carry though? I mean, I've probably carried close to this in real life. I do that when I go camping. I need to be carrying that spear around with us. I should have sold it. I am the medieval Sherpa. Derek 79, haven't seen you comment today, but I've seen you before, so welcome back to the channel. Alright, let us... So here's my dilemma. If I put my big house here, I close off the village, which is nice. But I prevent myself from eventually demolishing this house and making this a big one. I could put my big one here. Of course, I could just extend this one. We got a nice like wall of town right here. And it's not until, like I said, these level 2 houses that I really start giving thought about where I put things. Because I am eventually going to demolish a lot of this stuff. Like this food storage will eventually get demolished, which this will become a house. Alright, we'll put it here. We'll harvest these berries before we do it, though. Nah. See, I know I can do that, but I've got a thing where I like building the big one, and I don't want to pay for the stupid pickaxe just yet. It is to increase the mood, and I know the stone will increase it exponentially better. Well, well. RZ's making good points, yes. The bigger the house, the bigger the tax. The caveat to that, though, is that with the exception of my house, which could be this one, the NPCs will spit out a second kid. I can't, because reasons, but... I could just get the money, go get a pickaxe, go harvest stone, which we'll need anyways. Now you got me questioning myself. It's not a bad thing. I mean, Hogs Hill would just look better if, you know, the Lord had a bigger house. That's all I'm thinking. Put in the scenery view here for funsies. I mean, I'll admit, I was thinking one big house and then leaving theirs small. But it does make sense, really, that I would have the small house because I can only have the one kid, whereas they can have two or more. I know, I don't. So, in the event that you can't see the comments and you're just listening, RZ makes the point that as long as the mood's not negative 100%, you don't have to worry, because mood's not a big impact. But I still have this thing where I like it above 0, and I like it really good, because occasionally you'll get quests at the end of the seasons, which will drop 20 off of it, and you just never want to be in that risk zone. We are going to throw those unripe berries in here, though, so they turn to rot faster. E, not R. Pickaxe will be expensive. But the stone would be better. He makes a good point. And I do like how these houses are nestled up in the trees like this. Let's see. Yep. You know, I think that's the right way to go. Yeah, if I had Bad King, I'd be even more worried. I'm gonna upgrade them to stone. Upgrading them to stone here for 2 reasons. I'll explain why. So the rationale is this. Switching to 2 stone, what that does by making our houses out of stone means, 1, I have to go harvest the stone, which I do have to go get a pickaxe, which is not going to be cheap. But I can get some iron. We can't unlock the stupid pickaxe, we can just buy it. Or build it instead of buy it. We'll have to buy the first one, but after that we'll just be able to build our own. But the advantage here would be is we would gain in our survival skills. We would gain in building because we're upgrading the houses, which still gives us points. And what that would also do is eventually the food storage is going to move from here. And I plan to build a level 2 house right here. No, don't. Don't. I'm waiting on the edge of my seat here, Urzy. Why shouldn't I? Come on, tell me this, man. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, but see, that violates the goal we have. Oh, helps if I turn the HUD back on. Is to keep the village small. We're trying to do a playthrough here with keeping it small. Every other game I've ever played, I've always hired an NPC to just do it. And it's actually part of the reason, looking at the map, that we're here is we've got these rocks just right here for me to toss that shed out there. But the goal here is to keep the town pretty small. I'm not trying to build too big too fast, or I'd be chatting up every NPC I saw. So that's why I was saying that. But yes, absolutely a better way to do it is build an excavation shed for anybody who's watching to learn how to play the game. Get an NPC, build an excavation shed. That's the path. The other advantage here is that we'll build up enough logs to do some other stuff with. Alright, so the plan for Hogs Hill is someday, once we unlock the next food storage building, it's going to go somewhere else. It's a little more permanent, potentially right here. And what that'll do is that'll allow this house to become a twofer. This house will become a twofer this way. The food shed will be here. And we'll build some bachelor housing. This will just get upgraded fully. Alright. And that'll build the initial cloister of Hogs Hill. Okay, so what we need to do then is look at what this is going to cost us. 150. It's not the worst. Could be cheaper. But we'll be able to get that pretty easily. All right. So what that tells me is for the rest of the spring, we are going to do it over here so I don't get trapped by the NPC again. Oh, never mind. I do think, though, an excavation shed is probably the next thing that I end up, like, once I expand my NPCs to a third family, the excavation shed is absolutely what I'm planning to add. Alright, let's get all of the wooden bowls, because it is potash time. We could just be specific, or just be broad like that. Yeah, baby. 26 potash inbound. And we could definitely just add one more NPC family. Would not be the end of the world. And we would still keep the other house we built, too. Yeah. No, I have to unlock it, which I gotta buy the first one anyways so I can get some iron. place. I can't think of a place you can buy iron. Unless maybe the one Unsaka, whatever the place is called, that's got all stone buildings, they might sell iron. But that's way out of the way for me to go. But that's the, like I said, that's our plan. So next week, when you all tune in, our goal, we're going to go mine in a cave, potentially get killed by a bear, just to get a handful of iron. We're looking for 2 or 3 pickaxes worth. And then from there, we're going to just harvest from around our house to get stone. And if we really wanted to, I can show you guys a end of season exploit, especially for stone, which is incredibly heavy. But right here, making potash, this is a huge game changer once you reach this level. Because you'll see, once I put this back in the food storage, the mood of my villagers is going to skyrocket. And you never worry about eating food again, because one of these is just going to load you up for on your food thing, because it's like 30, 35, I can't remember exactly, points per potash. So you figure one at breakfast, one at lunch, one at dinner, and the meter stays perfectly up. So yeah, so next week we will begin looking for a NPC to hire to the village to do an excavation shed. And we'll do some building upgrades, which will need a lot of logs because we'll need to make a lot of roofs. We're not going to go full. I do the middle roof option just so that people know. Really, the bears, I could have swore that the bears used to be in the caves as well and they would come out. Griffiths, you're back! Right here at the end, but you're back. But RZ's telling me that I can run into the cave to avoid the bear, so I may not be so blissfully stupid whistling to myself inside. Oh yeah, look at that. Villagers running around, I love it. Alright. Let's get the food stock in here. And it's pretty soon here. We got plenty of wooden bowls. Not sure why these are separate, but okay. Drop that back in there. Put that back in there. Alrighty. So, we've got a better food source. I'll drop our hammer in here just so it never gets used. And what do you know? Alright, so that's our plan for next week. It's going to be fun. And thanks for the congratulations on the 7K. I appreciate it. Only 3K to go. I'm excited. But rather than run y'all out while I roast some meat or do something that's equally seemingly trivial here to waste y'all's time, we'll just go ahead and kind of call it here. But I hope y'all had a great time this week. It's a little calmer than it has been in some other weeks, but I'm okay with that. I really enjoyed having you guys tune in. I really appreciate RZ, all of your advice and thoughts. It's always nice to have someone else who maybe knows the game better than I do even. Griffiths, glad to have you here. Jeffrey, you know, hoping that work is less boring now. You got one more thing to stream tomorrow. Dan, thanks for tuning in. Same with Swarm and Mr. Sandman as always. Alex360, thanks for stopping in. I want to thank everybody else who I didn't name that tuned in and didn't comment that watched, thanks for tuning in. Thanks everyone watching this video after the fact, and like this video if you're watching the replay, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you all next time.